Welcome to another episode of the INH show where we talk about geek culture, news, and lifestyle. So, another episode, obviously still connected to the last two.
Yep, it's the San Diego Comic-Con
special.
Spectacular, yeah. Yep. And today we're talking about that Huntress statue. Did you see that Huntress statue? Oh, it was incredible. Look, I'm going to buy that Huntress statue, and Bane looks incredible.
Well,
and, you know,
it actually does look amazing, and you know me,
they look good.
I said, I'm not a statue guy, but when you showed us the statues, you were like, hey, check this out in our group chat. I was like blown away. I'm gonna admit, I looked at it and I was like, holy crap,
those statues
these look freaking amazing.
Yeah. It's just a long wait until it comes out.
Are you gonna get them?
Oh, I'm gonna get them.
Both?
Yeah. The Bane is a maybe because that's huge, and I like Bane.
How huge is huge?
I think it's. Well, it's bigger than the Batman one from what I saw, and the Batman one is very big.
Okay.
But yes, the Huntress statue. Can I trouble you to put a picture up there?
I will.
For me?
That's fine, of course.
I'd be keen to know whether you guys think, does she look like Kate Beckinsale, or does she have a Jamie Alexander look to her? You know, those are the names.
It has, like, when you mentioned that, yeah, it has that sort of look to it, but that's yeah, it looks great. If I was a huge Batman fan and a huge statue fan, I would definitely do it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
You just don't like women. That's why you don't want to buy it.
No, I love women. Stop putting me in that category. I love women. What are you talking about? You're crazy. But the only thing I was going to say is I'm a huge Damian Wayne fan, right? So when they released that particular statue by Frank Quietly, I'm definitely going to get that when it comes out. Which is one of the
correcting is
the Batman black and white.
You know, there is I think Kotobukiya does have a Damian Wayne.
I know, but I don't like that version. It looks cool.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I like the black and white version. It looks really cool. So I'm definitely going to get that. But
let's get on something that you will buy, and that's a ticket to Doctor Strange. You see what I did there?
Yep, absolutely.
Doctor Strange. So trailer 2 has come out at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
I guess we'll check it out. We have seen it, and we'll talk over the top of it.
As per usual.
So his name is Doctor Strange, right?
Yes.
Wait.
That
is weird, isn't it?
I'm not 100% familiar with this character, by the way, mind you. I'm not.
What if I told you?
Well, yeah, what?
I know there's Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, Rachel McAdams in it.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah, she is. She's
so beautiful.
Brunette, blonde, redhead, whatever. She makes it all work.
So I have a problem with this.
Yeah,
I have a problem with this with the Ancient One being that. I'm sorry. What the hell?
What? A woman?
No, not at all. Not at all. The Ancient One is, what is it? From Nepal? From the Himalayas? I don't know. Like, the Ancient One. She's supposed to be Asian. That's like the whitest of the whitest person you can ever choose and cast.
Well, I would say this. She is very white.
Like, physically. I'm talking about physically. And her accent is like a British accent. How does that even work? No? Am I mistaken here? That's pretty terrible.
I'm happy to let the story tell me why, you know. I look like Chiwetel Ejiofor was, I don't know who he is, you know, there was an Asian guy, so come on, you gotta be happy with that.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but...
There's some representation there. So, you know, I joked about this being Inception 2. And come on, it is...
It looks like Inception. That was what was...
It's a joke, guys. I mean, obviously, I like the movie Inception, and this all looks cool, so don't take it so seriously. Now, Matt Mikkelsen, he looks pretty...
He looks awesome. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of him.
This all looks pretty cool.
It looks good. It looks good. It looks like fun.
This is the sort of movie that I don't think you could have made 5 years ago. This looks
Inception.
very
Come on. I'm just waiting for like Leo to be running.
This is an acid trip, you know, like all the stuff. There's colors, there's shapes,
cool.
you know,
shape and stuff, and totally Inception.
Doctor Strange. I imagine.
What's this? My mantra.
Shambhala.
The Wi-Fi password. We're not savages.
Now, did you like that?
For me, it came across a little bit cheesy, a bit too cheesy.
Now you see, I think it's it's cheesy, but it works because it's a Marvel movie. I think they've given us the expectation that they can joke. Like if that happened in a DC movie, then the criticism that DC is following in the footsteps of Marvel, that I can understand.
But you know what?
It works in this. I think it's fine.
Like I said though, if it's in the case where it does follow Marvel, which DC follows Marvel, I don't think it's a bad thing. I actually don't think it's a bad thing. Use whatever works. That's it. Full stop. It doesn't matter who it is or what company it is. Use whatever works. That's it.
I think people would rather that DC did their own thing and made it good. But that's a whole other story.
Anyways, Doctor Strange. You can go first if you want.
All right. Well, I imagine that if I were to take acid, and this is what it is. There's colors. There's shapes. I might watch this in 3D. I might.
You know what? That's a good call. Watching in 3D would probably be pretty good.
And I might take some acid before I watch in 3D. How about you? Did you like the trailer? Did you like what you saw?
I do like. Well, it's a given to me. Most Marvel movies are going to be great so far. Knock on wood.
Why do people even do that? Can someone explain to me what this
I don't know.
is?
I don't know. It's a thing, right? Like there's like a rabbit carrying a rabbit's foot. I don't know. Like
I think the movie is going to be fun and watchable.
Absolutely. I'm worried that they're not going to bring anything new to the table now that Marvel has a massive, fantastic selection of movies. But I think, you know what I mean? Like it's all becoming very similar.
I think visually this looks to be the most exciting movie.
Okay, that's a good call.
Of any of the Marvel movies.
Great. I mean, it does pretty much look like Inception '2. Inception 2, Doctor Strange. You know,
it's a joke, guys. Just let it go, alright? It's I loved Inception, and this movie looks good. So yeah, Doctor Strange. So yes, I'm not all that familiar with the character.
I'm not either. I know he's like a surgeon.
Yeah, he lost his skills. Apparently, he's like a womanizer or something, or he's a very superficial person, and
he found himself. He goes back and learns
He does magic, that sort of.
But like I said, where I have the problem, and I'm not familiar with everything in detail, but where I have the problem is in the fact that the Ancient One is an Asian. Are you telling me that there is a whole lot of actresses and actors that could play the Ancient One, and they decided to choose the whitest of whitest person with the most strongest British accent?
This is not. Maybe there weren't any Asian women willing to shave their head. I don't know. You know, women are
cast
very
a
Asian
female, cast a male. Who cares? But it's a matter of choosing the right character for the right role. As in, like,
of course, Tilda Swinton is not the right character for this role, right? No. According to you,
because
an
the character is the
Asian one.
It's like, what if I acted in a movie, but my name, like, I'm supposed to play a white character, but I visually look like this? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
To me, this sounds to me like it's going to be a very big hurdle for you to get over.
It is because it annoys the crap out of me. They're just casting the completely wrong person for it. Wrong character. Unless all of a sudden they completely change the story where, you know,
they could. You never know. Like they could, because look, I don't think it's that big a hurdle. Maybe it's because I don't see color. Maybe it's because I don't see race like some people.
It's not like, whoa,
relax.
It's not about that, though. It goes the same way with Iron Fist. If someone's turning around saying Iron Fist should be Asian, no, he shouldn't be Asian. He's supposed to be Caucasian. He's absolutely Caucasian.
But you could write a story about having him be half Asian. Because you could. Because this isn't 1970 whatever where you could only have white people be these superheroes, you know? Like,
either way, I think they need to stick to, and it's just me being that traditionalist, I prefer to stick to what the character is, right? No? Well, for me, look, I'll honestly say, for me, it's very hard for me to see past it. Like, every time I watch it, I'm like, whoa, what? But that's just me. That's just me.
Well, from what we see, so Benedict Cumberbatch, I'm actually not that hugely enamored by this guy.
Okay.
But that's because I really only have seen him in, like, Wrath of Khan or Star Trek Into Darkness, and I didn't like him in that at all. I didn't like that movie a great deal.
Did you like him as Smaug? The voice of Smaug?
Well, that's voice acting. I thought he was okay, but, you know, you could be a good voice actor, but it doesn't mean you're a good actor necessarily. Okay. And by the way, those movies were not good either. I'm going to say that. I'm going to be controversial and say that. I didn't like the Hobbit movies.
Okay. No,
yeah, they stank.
Okay, right. The Hobbit movies weren't great. They weren't great.
But it wasn't because of Cumberbatch, I'll say that.
No, of course not.
Mads Mikkelsen? So he looks kind of creepy.
He looks great. He looks scary. Like he looks
like, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like the look of him.
I hope that they'll do something with him, because I've said it many times that the villains in Marvel movies are frequently the weakest part. You know, I mean, in some ways, the superheroes are written so well, and the tone is done so well, and the supporting characters are a lot of fun. But the villains, to me, are a little bit weak. You know, if I can be critical about Marvel movies.
That's fair. That's a fair call.
This guy is...
Like, you're not too much of a threat, right? They don't feel like...
Right. Yeah, or they're just written off... There's nothing to them. You know, I really like Guardians of the Galaxy, but I think we can all agree that Ronan Keating, the Accuser, was the weakest part of that movie.
Okay.
He wasn't that strong a villain, was he?
In regards to Doctor Strange, he has a man. I keep on forgetting the name. He has a sidekick.
The nurse? Is that?
No, it's a little Asian dude. What's his name? Do you know what I'm talking about? Bald-headed Asian dude carries the
is he the?
tea.
Oh, and but
he knows kung fu. He knows kung fu and stuff.
Are you gonna go on some sort of rant that Asians are subservient to the white man? Is that where you're going with this thing?
No, but there is actually a character in the. I'm so sorry.
How much time do we have in this video
Please
to
let
talk
me know
about?
if I'm imagining or.
Well, I didn't see an Asian guy, you know, who looks like he could.
No,
do kung
I
fu.
always
There was
visualize him carrying a
all I know is
a tray
the
with
night
tea.
nurse,
I don't
isn't it
know.
the only?
No, not night nurse. It's there's an Asian. He's got like a not a slave.
Where are you going with this thing? Where
No,
are you
like,
going?
I
I'm
wonder
getting
which
very
character.
uncomfortable.
I wonder which character it is in the trailer, unless he hasn't appeared yet. Also, I didn't see the eye of Agamotto. I don't think I came across it. But I hope it's something that he's trying to attain by the end of the movie or something. That would be really cool, right?
I guess. I mean, I'm not all that familiar with Stephen Strange, so if you don't give that to me in this movie,
you're okay with it.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
That's cool.
You know,
but overall, visually looks amazing. The action looks great. I mean, what else?
Is there a lot of action in this thing?
I mean, enough to sort of see where the powers would probably work and stuff like that. Visually, you know what I mean. Not action in the sense of physical fighting.
Even
but
though there is some sort of like Tai Chi or something, you see
Yeah.
Cumberbatch doing some sort of.
So,
and Cumberbatch had his shirt off in one of the scenes, so
He's pretty
that's
buff.
Oh, you're very generous with your definition.
No, he's
of buff.
pretty.
Look,
he's not like the
no
average
disrespect
Joe.
to-
He's a little bit.
no disrespect to Benedict Cumberbatch, but I mean, he's no Chris Evans or Chris Hemsworth.
Okay, that's true. That's a fair call. I wanted to mention one other thing, and I totally forgot what it was. Damn it!
The lack of Asians.
No, it's fine.
The miscasting of
the
women.
miscasting of whatever. I'm over. Look, it is what it is, and I hope that this is going to be a great movie. I hope I go in there watching it, love it, come out of it like, oh my god, it's
Look, it's a Disney Marvel movie. I think the odds are it's going to be very enjoyable. It's going to be worth our money. It comes out in November.
November this year?
I think the question
fast.
is, where is it going to stack up against the other movies?
Ooh,
You know, it's been
that's
Marvel
a
have had
tough
a great run. Are we up to Phase 3? Is that what we're up to?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say is I wonder how this is going to relate to the Defenders, because the Marvel's making the Defenders TV series, right? Oh, sorry, the series for Luke Cage. What else was there? Iron Fist.
Daredevil, Jessica Jones.
Daredevil season 3. Jessica Jones has already been done, but they're doing a Defenders as well. And unless I recall right,
I don't think they're gonna.
Doctor Strange was part of the event.
Well, and Night Nurse, I guess, but I don't think there's going to be. What would you like to see?
I mean, it would be cool if they were integrating it, or I don't know.
I'm fairly certain that
It won't happen.
Iron Fist, or I'm fairly certain the TV show will reference Doctor Strange.
They will mention it, but they won't
Yeah.
physically show it, right?
I would be pleasantly surprised if the movie did the same thing and referenced Danny Rand or whatever, or Kunlun or wherever that that place is.
Yep.
But yes, Doctor Strange coming out very soon. Let us know what you guys think. I'd be keen to hear.
Have they whitewashed this movie? No, I was kidding.
Message Terrence if you want to talk about that. It's like, or message me if you think I'm being insensitive and. But let us know what you guys think. Doctor Strange, Inception 2. This thing looks like it's going to be a lot of visually cool stuff. I am looking forward to it.
Cool.
Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let us know what you think, and we'll catch you in the next INH show.
See ya.